I'm Rich Noonan for Builder Spotlight Television, a program in which we travel all over America looking for our nation's best builders, and we have found one of them today in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The Smart Custom Home Story, next on Builder Spotlight. You might have imagined the perfect home, but you can find someone who shares your vision. You need a builder who not only understands the process of turning plans into reality, but you need someone who understands you.
Some people want us to be involved the entire time. Some people know what they want, and that's great too. But the people who need help, yeah, sometimes you have to sit and talk to them, figure out how they live, what things are important to them. Do they have children? Do they have dogs? Are they a single couple? Are they older? What is important to them? And that's what you pull out of their design.
I think it's a whole team effort, and they get all of us. From the time they sign till the time they're done, and after. It's all customer service. We're all involved.
This is a family operation. Brian and his brother Kevin have owned Green Bay-based Smart Custom Homes since 1991. Brian's wife Maureen and Brian and Kevin's uncle Richard also played key roles in the company. Smart Custom Homes can build you anything from a starter to a mansion. But Smart doesn't merely build and remodel homes. Brian, Kevin, and the team pour themselves into every project. They only build about 10 to 13 homes a year, so the emphasis is on quality, not volume.
We pride ourselves on being dedicated to excellence. That's what we are, that's what we stand for, that's us.
It is one thing to talk about commitment and dedication. It's quite another to show customers what such promises actually look like. When you sign on with Smart Custom Homes, you'll have a rare opportunity to see the very best in customer service in action.
From the day that you sign the contract to the next day, if you call me on the phone, I will be there to talk to you. Communication's always open. I like to communicate with the customer daily, just to let them know what's going on. I think that's very important. It makes a customer feel at ease, especially when some of these projects can be $200, $300, $400 It's a lot of money.
A Smart Custom Home is more a labor of love than a construction project. The Smart Custom Home team realizes that building a home can be, at least for some, a scary, anxiety-filled expedition into unexplored territory. But on this journey, you will never be alone.
When you look at Smart, you have a team. All four of us are together. So if you're a husband and a wife, you come in to meet with us. Brian is the guy who's going to shoot you the numbers and talk contracts. I'm the person who's really going to connect with the woman and be able to plan her house completely.
They walked us through everything. I mean, I'm talking from the plumbing to the lighting to they met us when we did the kitchen cabinets, and I would say something, maybe I'd like this, and they would say, well, you got to think about this. Like I said, the curves and the arches on the woodworking, that was all them telling us to bring the arches of the home into it. They really made suggestions, and they made it really easy, and it all turned out awesome.
Joyce's story is familiar among Smart customers. When you buy a Smart home, you'll get more than you thought possible. Smart's core principles are strong work ethic, attention to detail, and going above and beyond what's required. They are visible in every finished product.
We want to exceed our customers' expectations. We just want to give them more than what they ever thought they would get. Just take it to the next level.
Joyce had some very specific needs for her mother, who lives with Joyce and her children. The Smart team are experts in no-step homes, homes that are easy to get around for seniors or anyone else who doesn't like a lot of steps.
This is how she can live in. She'll hopefully never have to go to a nursing home, but if she went to a wheelchair, we can get wheelchairs in and out of here. It's just really, really safe for her. And they made the doors wide enough so that we could get wheelchairs if we had to. Everything's at the first floor level, the laundry, the kitchen they designed with the drawers for the cabinets to come out. It was designed with her in mind.
No-step construction is good for anyone. I think people automatically think it might be geared towards an older group, but realistically, I'm a mom of 4. I would like to come home from Walmart and not have to carry my bags upstairs. So it's good for anybody.
That no-step construction all starts with the lot. Kevin is amazing at dealing with very challenging lots. Call Kevin and the Smart team before you buy a lot. You'll be glad you did.
We can expose the good and the bad about property and really develop on that. a bad situation on a lot might not be bad for us.
Kelly and Jason Sanders had their awesome Saltbox-style home in Hobart built by Smart Custom Homes. It took just 3 months, and they are thrilled with their new home.
It's the personal touches. I know how much time they spend with their clients, and I knew that we would get that same attention.
This is the warm, inviting kitchen of Terry and Lynn Rotier of Ashwaubenon. They looked for years for the right custom builder before they found Smart Custom Homes, and they are very pleased with their decision.
I don't think we had an issue at all throughout the whole building process. I was here pretty much, every day, if not every day, every other day, and everything that went through the whole building process, I watched. And if I had a question, I asked Brian, or I asked Rich, or I asked somebody from Smart, and they explained it to me. This is how we do it this way, and this is what we're going to do here. And everything was on a schedule. Anybody can build you a house. But Smart builds you a home, and that's what I wanted, and that's why I went with them.
You might want to grab a pen so you can write down the contact information for Smart. You can call anytime at 920-434-7678. The number on your screen, 920-434-7678. Or check the Smart Custom Homes website. It's a great one at smartcustomhomes.com. Feel free to call the great team at Smart. They are really nice people. You will love meeting them. I certainly did. Looking over someone's shoulder is never a problem with Smart Homes because you won't be caught by surprise. You will know every step of the process. I can tell you from traveling all over America doing this show on home builders that the really good ones are very well organized. They are like orchestra leaders. And every instrument must be in tune, every musician on the same page. In the world of home construction, the various musicians are the subcontractors.
We have really high standards. We work directly with them to achieve our standards, not just industry standards, but our level of standards is even a little bit higher.
And all of the subcontractors with which Smart Custom Homes works share those same standards, or they don't work with Smart. Hanson's Plumbing has been working with Smart Custom Homes for years. Hanson's can take the raw material of your dream home and turn it into something that surpasses even your loftiest expectations, while still holding fast to a very simple philosophy.
We're going to give you a good quality job for a fair price.
It's a model that has served Hanson's well since 1979. Based in Appleton and Green Bay, Hanson's is family-owned and operated, and it's their business to serve both their customers' aesthetic and practical desires. Things such as low-consumption toilets and faucets, tankless water heaters, and the gamut of manufacturers from which to choose. Hanson's can do just about anything with a bathroom. Look at this place. This shower in a smart home was featured in the Parade of Homes. It's all digital and run by a computer chip. 10 shower heads, imagine that. Music with a plug-in for your iPod. Who could live without that? And a lighting display in the ceiling to make sure the mood is right while you're taking your shower. But you don't have to go quite this far to call on Hanson's.
We work for the beginners, or the starter homes, first-time home buyers. We work for them, and we also do $1 million houses.
Whatever your budget or your needs, Hanson's will deliver a creative and reasonable solution. Using the right subcontractors means fewer problems after the fact. But the Smart team wants all of its customers to know that their relationship with Smart doesn't end after move-in day.
Our punch lists are generally very, very small. I think the more heart and soul that you put into it throughout the project, the less problems you have later. But when it comes to an issue, I want a customer not to be afraid to call us. I want them to call us. We're going to get back to them immediately with an answer, and then we'll schedule a time to follow up.
Showcase Kitchens is a partner of Smart Custom Homes.
Showcase Kitchens can handle any size job from a $5,000 kitchen up, or all cabinets throughout the home up till $200,000, $300,000, $400,000. They've done them all. They've done them all for us. They're excellent at what they do.
Showcase has an incredible setup. There's a manufacturing facility and a showroom in the same place. So you have designers and craftsmen and women working together, challenging each other, a perfect give and take.
Well, I think that's one of the things that makes us different is our design staff, and they're not afraid to push our craftsmen to the limit.
And because the design staff pushes the boundaries of creative capability, the Showcase Factory must be well equipped with the latest technology, able to transform designs into someone's ideal kitchen.
We feel that we, from the start to the finish, build the most quality product our customers can have, and yet be very design-oriented and very competitive price-wise.
Contact the great people at Showcase Kitchens. They are really wonderful, experienced, and they know their stuff. No matter what the size of your job, Showcase Kitchens can handle it. Showcase Kitchens, the intersection where craftsmanship and design meet. Well, when Brian and Kevin founded Smart Homes some 20 years ago, they knew there was a potential to build something long-lasting in this community. With a singular focus on giving customers the best possible service, they began, and brick by brick have become one of the most respected builders in the region.
My goal was I wanted to be this big. I thought we had a good chance because of just how we were raised when we were kids and just having hands-on experience. I pretty much figured we would get to this point.
Smart Homes is big in reputation, but not in size. An advantage when your emphasis is on customer service.
We take pride in being a smaller company and being able to give individual attention to our customer base. Each person that we work with, we consider family in the end. We're friends for forever after the project as well.
I was following them for quite some time, looking at the other homes that they built through their showcase homes, and loved their woodwork, their outlay of their homes. Just they were really super people.
When you get to know Kevin, Richard, Brian, and Maureen, you can tell it's a close-knit group. They work together and play together. In fact, the playroom in Brian and Maureen's home is a must-see for anyone with small children, and a great indication of what this team could build for your family.
This room was initially storage, and we have one window, and we had 2 jack posts behind me. And basically, Brian and I sat down and we just came up with the design. We always wanted a playroom for the children. Our finish carpenter was able to pull it together, and just all the different little areas we like to incorporate. There's a book nook, there's an area with the chalkboard, there is a full-height playroom with a working fireplace, which is kind of crazy, but why not?
Nothing quite ties a room together like a beautiful piece of natural stone. At Marble Essence, you find a range of products and services that will give a kitchen or bathroom the wow factor for which every homeowner is searching. And that's why Smart uses Marble Essence so often.
We do pretty much anything by design out of marble and granite, other natural stone. 90% of our business is kitchen countertops, bathroom vanities, fireplace rounds, tub decks, furniture, pretty much anything by design.
Marble Essence is very easy to deal with. They can give you an estimate right from your own drawing, and you might be surprised. These days, natural stone is comparable in price and in some cases less expensive than man-made surfaces. Marble Essence has been in business for 13 years. Its 11 employees have a combined experience of some 8 decades. These people know what they're doing with stone. And at Marble Essence, you never have to worry about getting anything less than a top-quality piece of stone.
Certain suppliers might purchase blocks that are less than perfect, have some blemishes, or need a lot of fill and stuff. We only order first quality material.
Material that is the very essence of perfection.
Brian is a stickler for detail. If it's not right, we're going to do it until it is right.
Rich is an expediter on job sites, making sure everything is running smoothly, working with subcontractors, and answering questions that arise during construction. His role in the company means that he runs into subcontractors like Loosier Drilling on a regular basis, and it's a real pleasure.
We do it right the first time.
Loosier has been in business since 1936, a very long history and an uncommon commitment to quality.
We drill water wells, residential, irrigation, geothermal. We also do a lot of service work. We have 24-hour service.
The team at Loosier Drilling will treat your property as if it was their own. Loosier is experienced, meticulous, and completely dedicated to its clients. The proof is in their work and in the 75-year history of satisfied customers. Hawkers in Ashwaubenon looks like a cool old building from days gone by, but Hawkers is on the cutting edge of all kinds of brick, stone, and fireplace products.
We sell brick, we sell fireplaces, we sell stone, both natural and in thin stone. The quality of our installations on fireplaces, not everybody's doing it right today. Understanding indoor air quality, spending a lifetime studying homes gives us the knowledge to be able to put in systems today that successfully work in homes built in today's construction.
Smart Custom Homes is beginning its third decade. This company has written its signature on the Wisconsin landscape, building about 200 homes so far. For the Smart team, the Green Bay area is home and its people, family.
The people in this area, in general, the whole area, they're very honest, hardworking people. They work hard for the money. They deserve to have the best. We like to give them the most we can for the money. A lot of times it requires making a little bit less than what you want.
You might not find a builder in the country who would say that, but Smart Custom Homes is not a typical home builder. Smart is much more about building relationships than accumulating customers. Many of Smart's clients are friends and family, and in this area, good and bad news travels fast.
Any bad or negative comments could drain us. Our goal is to eliminate that from the start by doing a lot of pre-planning. That's why we like to be involved very early on in the stages while people are even looking for property. If we can develop that relationship well before it turns into a construction project, we have lifelong friends. They end up with a happy customer because of the result of the project.
The approach has worked, even in difficult economic times when the housing market has seen historic declines.
I think having a great name and being willing to adjust with the times, change up your game plan, keeping your name out there, staying on top of your game, I think that's important. I can never say we don't get more busy, we don't get slower. We're just very consistent. We always have, and that's what's great about us. We can offer so much, and I think with remodeling, and I think with having different price points of homes, helping them sell a home, buy a home, I think we offer a lot in-house where if one area is lacking, maybe the other area succeeds.
One of the areas that always succeeds in a smart home is the window treatments, and that's because of Budget Blinds. Budget Blinds offers a subtle finishing touch to a room that people love.
Window treatments in general, all of them will bring a nice warm touch and a new feel to your home, so it'll refresh it. Many say bring in a swag or bring in, refresh your pillows in certain times of the year. A window treatment will give you function as well as style and bring that comfort and the warmth into your room.
Blinds, shades, draperies, depending on what you're trying to accomplish in a space, Budget Blinds can help, especially before you begin.
We actually have a program where we offer a no obligation and no cost in-home consultation where we bring our product offering and our samples right to our customer's home. That's more convenient for them.
The owners of Budget Blinds are directly involved in all installations, and they offer a lifetime guarantee. Think about that. That means total accountability. And even if you're not sure what you want, the pros at Budget Blinds will see you through the process.
And I bring in a laptop, I bring in pictures, I bring in jobs we've done, so they can visualize it. In order to visualize it, to really get a concept of what they want.
Whatever your needs, Budget Blinds will help you see the possibilities, especially if you're looking right toward the window. And that's where Packerland Glass comes in most of smart homes. Packerland Glass will provide a window to what is possible in your home. Custom glass, mirrors, shower doors. Call the great team at Packerland Glass. You talk about experience. They've been around for a long time. They'll come out, measure. Usually within a couple of days, they'll have something in your home you will love. Packerland Glass has been serving northeastern Wisconsin for more than 35 years. They're ready to serve you. Give them a call. You'll be glad you did.
All of our subcontractors, they're great. They're very educated. They all understand each other. We had the same contractors from day one, and I think that's important.
Brian says it's also very important that he's working with his brother, his uncle, and his wife. Smart Custom Homes is a well-oiled machine because of those family ties. These people trust one another. They know what each other is good at, and they get things done because of that bond. The family aspect of this company adds lots of value to clients in ways they might not initially see, one of which is a full design element. When you hire Smart Custom Homes, you get a fantastic designer's eye in Maureen. She's not a classically trained designer, but she's designed lots of homes, and she is simply great at it. All you've got to do is look at her own home for the proof.
She's just phenomenal. Maureen is the one that picks out and helps coordinate designing the home. You know, also helps with some of the blueprint ideas, what goes into the home. She helps with the color schemes, going with the customer to some of the places to help pick out product. She's very knowledgeable, and I think that's what helps our team be very successful.
Sometimes you build a house and you need to hire a designer. You need to hire an external coordinator. You don't have to do that with us. It's all right here.
Make it like it's your house, your project. Everything's got to be perfect. There's not a second way to do it. It's got to be perfect.
Perfection can be an elusive goal, but when you walk through a smart custom home, you quickly realize that if it's indeed possible to achieve perfection in home building, you are viewing the evidence. Brian gave us a tour of this home just before the holidays, and we were struck by the incredible detail. You could spend an hour just studying the fireplace, which is by any definition a work of art. If you look up, you notice the unusual circle tray ceilings and beautiful archways. When you look down, you see pristine wood floors and tile like you've never seen in another home. All of the wood in this house, from the cabinetry to the trim, has not only been stained, it has been dyed, which gives it that deep, rich color. It's a much longer process, but there are no shortcuts when your goal is perfection.
Here in this kitchen, you are looking at a very high-end kitchen with hand-carved crown molding, and she's got a lot of overlays on her cabinets. The particular doors themselves, they have automatic closures, so you just shut the door halfway and they close on their own. Her cabinets are all inlaid, which means the door is even with the face frame of the cabinet.
Nothing in this kitchen has been left out or taken for granted. Look at how the spice rack fits seamlessly next to the stove. There are surprises everywhere you turn. It's a pretty good bet you've never seen this.
Here, Rich, we have a very unique item. We have a sliding backsplash. In a case like this, it's nice because you can hide your rather large appliances.
There are a lot of things here you probably haven't seen in a kitchen before, including a coffered ceiling on a diagonal pattern.
If we would have traditionally done this the square way, she has so many openings going into different rooms that there was really no perfect center point.
While this kitchen is a creative triumph, practicality and function have not been sacrificed. This particular home required some flexibility during construction. There were a few changes along the way, as you might imagine. Throughout the process, the homeowner brought ideas back to the design staff, and the smart team made sure the customer's vision was part of the overall plan. The result is a showplace, with every room being unique, and its own features and character are evident to anyone who is lucky enough to get the tour.
In this particular room, we have a very tall ceiling. It's approximately 20 feet tall, and we wanted to add some beams across here just to add a little bit more warmth. About 14 foot tall of cabinets on 3 walls with a rolling ladder. And on the very top of the bookcases, a cathedral arch.
The competition among eye-catching features in this home is fierce, but perhaps the most attention-grabbing is the shower in the master bathroom, with glass bubble tile and enough modern technology to keep you busy for hours. And there are other details designed with both atmosphere and comfort in mind. Window seats with custom-made cushions and drawers were incorporated as part of the original design to give the home a warm feel. And like all smart custom homes, regardless of price, woodwork is very important. It is a bit risky showing you so much of this beautiful mansion because you might be thinking, oh boy, I can't afford smart homes. Quite the contrary. Remember, smart builds in all price ranges, whether it's your starter or your mansion. No matter what you spend, you will get the same level of attention and quality. The bottom line is, if Brian and his team can build a house like this, they can certainly build yours.
We basically build all homes, all price ranges, from $150,000 up to $2 million. We've done them all. The great thing about us is we like to really listen to our customer, really listen to their needs. Do they have kids? Do they have pets? And try to incorporate all that into their home to make it very unique.
The amount of work, material, and planning that go into a new home can seem a bit overwhelming sometimes, especially if you're building your first home. And if you choose the wrong builder, the process can swallow you. This is probably the best argument for choosing Smart Custom Homes, a self-contained builder who will be with you from start to finish and beyond.
What's fun is when a customer will come in, they have no idea what to expect or how to start the project, and you start with drawing the blueprint, finding the right lot, putting it together, and just seeing them happy through all the phases, and just the end project, seeing it on paper and actually having the whole thing done perfect. It's just, you can't beat it.
Joyce trusted Smart Custom Homes with her dream. Her home was finished in April of 2008, and she still finds herself marveling at the care with which her house was put together and how her unique needs were met.
Brian and all of them were asked me what I wanted, asked if wanted to make changes, asked if I could live with it that way. If not, from paint colors, they wanted to make sure, is this what you want? Was it too dark? They were wonderful.
3 years after the completion of her dream, Joyce has no issues with Smart Custom Homes. In fact, she's still surprised by what she sees. The attention to detail, the willingness to go well beyond what was required. The Smart team did more than construct a house for Joyce. They created a place where she and her family can be safe and comfortable. And still, the newness never wears off. There always seems to be something else to see, some surprise that seems to exist only for her.
You put the windows together, and the top windows that they put out there, you don't notice them when you're building or when you move in. But now that how many years later we're sitting here and we're laying on the couch and you're looking outside and you can see the stars up in the sky, it's incredible. Yes, we still wow. And when people tell me they're going to build, I say at least just give them a call. I don't know who they've got in mind, but just call them. Yes, and people have driven by, have stopped, asked if they could come in. They asked who the builder was. We're always getting questions about them.
The enduring wow is not easy to achieve. To get there, it takes more than solid construction and good materials. Even hard work's not enough. To create something lasting and meaningful, you need vision and compassion. As Brian often says, he doesn't want customers to be numbers. He wants to be part of every project. He doesn't merely want to meet expectations of his customers. He wants to far exceed them. He often repeats something you aren't likely to hear from another builder. He wants his customers to become his friends. Joyce now understands what he means. She has seen how friends go out of their way to make things right. They don't just understand the process, they understand what is at stake. They understand your needs. They understand you. Smart Custom Homes, one of America's best builders. For Builder Spotlight Television, I'm Rich Noonan. We'll see you next time.